So this is apparently the new bin Laden. His name is Nasrallah. He's the head of Hezbollah, the Party of God. He is a total terrorist maniac in Lebanon. And today he went globally viral with a 4.5-hour speech where it was all death to Israel, death to America, all that stuff. But he seems to watch a lot of TV. He knows that Joe Biden is very, very weak. That seems to have fired him up. And he also knows that we did, suffer a humiliating loss in Afghanistan. And this has made us vulnerable. People don't respect us anymore. And he looks like he wants to do something really horrible to the United States. He may have signaled to terrorist cells in this country to do your business, to unleash your dragons on America. I'm told by national security experts that we know right here at Newsmax that this man, based on what he said today, has become a legitimate military target for America. We can and probably should take him out. Listen to this.
You, the Americans, remember your defeats in Lebanon, Iraq, Afghanistan, and your humiliating withdrawal from Afghanistan. Those who defeated you in Lebanon at the early 80s are still alive, backed and supported by their children and grandchildren.
It got a lot worse, too. And all these creepy signals about what could happen to us if we mess with them, if we stick up for our ally Israel. And did you hear? He's talking about the Marines they killed 40 years ago this month. Remember the truck bombing? Some guys are still alive who are responsible. Well, let's get them. Let's get them. Look, I'm speaking emotionally, but that's how I feel right now. Something bad is about to happen in America. It really is. And it's going to be different from 9/11, but possibly worse than 9/11. 9/11, as bad as it was, 4 planes, the Pentagon, Shanksville, and the World Trade Center, 3,000 people dead. It's going to be different and possibly worse. And you know it. I know it. Look at our border. How long can this go on? How long has it gone on? We know the terrorists are here. Remember, they used to have to come in through airports, and we missed them. You think the airports, at least we knew they were kind of here. We didn't follow up on anything. They're here. They're here, and everybody knows it. So 9/11, something worse. And let me ask you something. Are you ready? Are you ready for the next terror attack? Imagine that an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse bomb, which Iran is said to possess, detonated somewhere over America. Do you know it could fry every single circuit? Every single computer chip, every single microchip? We would be blown back into the Stone Age in a second. And what will we do? Do you have enough water at your house? I don't. Do you have enough food at your house? I don't. I got to start looking at this stuff. We got to start talking about it. We got to do research. I mean, our government is not helping. Not too long ago, actually, post 9/11, the government was actually good for some things. Yeah, they tried to keep us safe. They made some terrible mistakes. But when it comes to public service announcements, this is pretty good.
What's in your go bag?
Socks.
My identification.
Definitely some money.
Power bars.
Underwear. Warm clothing.
My cellular telephone.
Toothbrush.
Toothpaste. Water, batteries, radio, phone.
Clarice, my Wonder Pug.
Medical things.
Fruit roll-ups.
Water. You gotta have water. A map. A Bible. There's not a heck of a whole lot. Now for the right answers. Check our website or call for a free copy of Ready New York. Get prepared.
Put things in that bag.
The bag, the to-go bag, the go bag. Yeah, if you can't live in your house anymore because of a terrorist attack, or you got to evacuate or whatever, you got to have and this is from the state government of New York. And on the website, they had, you may want to get batteries, you may want to stock up on water, you may want to do this, that, and the other thing. That's what government is for. Now, what do we have government for? This is government in New York. Kathy Hochul, virtue signaling at a gay pride parade, right? This is what passes for leadership now. Hey, look at me. I'm with the gay people. What freaking difference does it make? We have serious problems right now. And I guess it's up to us to fix it, right? Seriously, us. Not them, not the Democrats, not the media, nobody but us. We the people. Isn't that the preamble? What, the Declaration, the Constitution? We the people. We the people. They've got all the institutions. They've got academia. They've got media. They've got, you name it, they're running it. But we're the people and we've got power. And we can't just sit around this weekend watching football, watching the woke football. We got to get active. I have to emphasize this again. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's corny. I don't care if it sounds inadequate, but we have to be busy. This is it. This is time. Ready? It's simple, too. What do? Okay? Give money. Give money to political candidates. Maybe raise money. You know that 1,000 donors, $1, 1,000 donors, that's 1,000 times better than one guy giving $1,000. It really is. The grassroots, it's real. What else can we do? Let's see here. We can post on social media. You know what? Yeah, I know it's kind of a waste of time at times, but that's where the conversation is happening. Too many people are keeping their head low. Ooh, boy, if I say something wrong, my boss might get mad. You know what? Just go for it. Do it. Write letters to your congressman, to your councilman. Of course, you got to vote. And you know what else? You got to know your rights, okay? Yeah, vote, of course. But you got to know your rights. Some people don't know. Actually, I saw this go down the other day. Somebody tried to break up a group of people because they had 10 people. And they said, you know, anything over 5, you need a permit. Excuse me? Yeah, anything over 5, you need a permit. And they kind of like went their separate ways. Well, in the Constitution, it says we have the right to peaceably assemble. We're allowed to gather. We can do it as long as it's peaceful. And yeah, we're allowed to own guns too. And if the apocalypse happens, might be something you want. Just might be. The other thing, never rely on the media, all right? You know, here's an example, a Trump rally. You ever watch a Trump rally from beginning to end? I mean, not let the media give you a little snippet of something they misrepresent as a horrible thing, he said, but listen to the whole thing. All right, you can do that because you'll have an entirely different view of President Trump if you actually watch this stuff and not let the media bend and distort it. How about this? Did you hear about the Durham report? Maybe. Did you read the Durham report? I can understand if you didn't. It was hard to find, but it exists. This is a report about FBI corruption and all the horrible things they did to get Trump. This was buried, but it exists, and you can read it. What else? The indictment of President Trump. And the other, there are 4 or 5, whatever. You can read it. You can read it, and you can go to, well, count 2 and see how bogus it is right off the top.